You know, deep down inside, every single human person is a God-shaped vacuum waiting to be filled. There are many people, and perhaps maybe you are one of them, who is searching for answers to the purpose and meaning of life. These existential questions matter a great deal, and I believe by answering the question, if there is a God, it will help you find true meaning and purpose in your life. So in this video, I'm going to lay out the case why I believe there is a God. So whether you're an atheist, a Christian, or you're not sure what you believe, I want you to know this. I'm making this video not to put anybody down, but to have an open discussion, to have an open dialogue to help you and I understand the purpose and meaning of life. So to help show the evidence for God's existence, I'm going to use a simple acronym for God. It stands for goodness, origin, and design. So let's start with goodness. This is known as the moral law argument, and it could be summarized as follows. Number one, moral law implies a moral lawgiver. Two, there is an objective moral law. Three, therefore, there is an objective moral lawgiver. Now, there's no denying that there are objective moral laws that govern each one of us, that there are moral values that we believe there are things that are good, and there are moral duties. What that means is there are moral obligations that you and I have to do the good and not do that which is bad. These are inherent in all of us. So whether you are an atheist or you're a theist, all of us are bound to do unto others as we would want them to do to us. But the fact is, we all hold to an objective moral standard that transcends all of us. That there are moral laws that are objective to all humans on the basis that there is an objective moral lawgiver who is the ultimate moral standard by which we are able to differentiate right from wrong. And that ultimate standard, that objective moral lawgiver, I believe is God. Now we turn to origin. The argument for the origin of the universe goes something like this. One, everything that had a beginning has a cause. The universe had a beginning, therefore the universe had a cause. So let's unpack what this means when we talk about the origin of the universe. Now, according to the law of causality, every effect must have a cause. Now, you and I know it's nonsense to believe that something came from nothing, which leads us to our second premise that affirms that the universe had a beginning. We know this on three powerful scientific facts. Number one, based on the second law of thermodynamics that says the universe is running out of usable energy. Secondly, when you look at Einstein's general theory of relativity, he showed back in 1917 that the universe in fact had a beginning, that time, space, and matter were all needed in order for the universe to exist. And finally, number three, another scientific proof is the fact that the universe is indeed expanding, that it's spreading from a beginning point. All of this points to the fact that the universe had a beginning. And if it had a beginning, then the universe must have had a cause greater than itself in order for it to exist in the first place. That greater cause, I believe, is God. And finally, we come to D, which stands for design. Every complex design has a designer. The universe has a highly complex design, therefore the universe had a designer. So I'm going to share with you three key designs that you and I see. One, it comes from the universe. Secondly, when it comes to the earth. And finally, I want to show you some key things when it comes to divine design in human life. So let's take a look at one very finely tuned constant of the universe, gravity. If the force of gravity were slightly altered from the gravitational force, the world could not sustain life. A second reason is the conditions of the earth. The earth's atmosphere has perfect conditions of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and hydrogen to be a habitable planet for life to survive and thrive on earth. Oxygen comprises 21% of the atmosphere. If it were any higher, it would create massive fires, and if it was any lower, life would suffocate. And finally, as impressive as it is to see such complex design within the universe and our planet, the divine design of the human body is so much more incredible. If you took all the information in the human brain, it would exceed all the books in the Library of Congress. Now, common sense tells us, as I mentioned before, if it takes a sculpture to sculpt a statue, we must assume it takes a creator to create the most amazing detail of human life. So, in wrapping up this video, is there a God? Well, based on the fact that goodness exists and that the origin of the universe came from a cause greater than itself, and that design intelligence is all around us, I believe all this points to the fact that yes, there is a God. Hey, my friends, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, check out my other videos on my channel, and please make sure that you subscribe, share with your friends, leave your comments. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.